Hey, what's up guys? It's TJ Hunter here. Gonna get into episode 1 of Motorider Chronicles with TJ Hunter. So, I'm gonna interview myself, kind of let you guys know how I got into the game and my motorcycling career. I've been basically around motorcycles my entire life. My dad has had them. He's influenced me quite heavily in the motorcycle field. He's definitely into the Harley side of things, unfortunately. I'm trying to bring him over to the Ducati side, but we'll see. Anyway, I basically got my first bike, 93 YZF 750. It was a fun bike to learn, way too much for learning, but that's most of us. After that, ended up getting an 01 Yamaha R6. Rode that for a little while. Kind of got out of riding for maybe a year or so. Got into college about that time and was doing that thing. Then on that note, ended up getting into Aprilias. Wanted to go with the big V twins. Really love that style, and it's kind of stuck with me ever since. Ended up getting an Aprilia RSV Mille. Ton of fun. Ended up meeting a couple of my good friends and race buddies through that bike, actually. Known them for almost 15 years now, which is a little crazy, but time marches on. Then I ended up getting an 03 Aprilia Futura. Liked it for the most part. You know, I loved the baggage. It didn't end up doing a ton of sport touring stuff on it, and ended up just getting rid of it at that point. Ended up then getting a Buell 1125R, or CR actually was what it was, and got that on the blowout sale when Harley Davidson sold Buell. Had that for about a year. Then I ended up getting into motorcycle racing in 2012. Started off riding my teammates' SV650. Did all right on that. They all ended up racing Ninja 250s, spec class at the time. So ended up picking up a Ninja 250, racing in 2013. Did third overall in the CRA, which is Central Road Racing Association in Minnesota. Got placed third overall for 2013. Wasn't too bad. It was a lot of competition that year. 2014 kind of started the decline of my racing career, only because I had my first child in 2014 and then had my second in 2015. So I've been kind of dedicating my life and everything to kids and doing that at this point. And now, just like I said, kind of getting back into racing. Started this year again with the Central Road Racing Association. Ended up getting my race license. And now it's trying to figure out the bike that I want to do it with. I'm really thinking an 899. I do like the diversity that the heavyweight / unlimited would provide in this area. Racing with Chuck Walla, I believe it's actually considered in the 600 middleweight class. So I like that. You know, it seems like it could clean up pretty well in that class and give me a lot of diversity while still riding a decent bike. Otherwise, the other option would be converting my 1199R. I don't think I want to do that at this point for a multitude of reasons. It ends up limiting kind of the class that you can be in, because it's basically unlimited only. And it's a lot of bike. You know, I don't mind that it is, but in some ways, if I'm going to have one at this point, that's probably going to end up being it, would be an 899. The other option, and what I still might end up doing, would be an R3 as well. Adding that to the fleet. I do really like that 300 featherweight class. It's a lot of fun. You know, you learn. I'll tell anybody, you know, it's better to ride a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow. You're going to learn a lot more. You're going to be up on your corner speed. You know how a bike handles. And then you can start adding power to it. So I don't know. I guess I'm looking for suggestions. Anything else? I'm not interested in anything Japanese at this point. I know they're cheaper, etc., but that's not where I want to be at this point. I want to ride what I want to ride, and I am a Ducati fan, so I'm going to continue going along those routes. Other than that, currently ride actually ended up riding a 2013 S1000RR. When I first got to California, I actually had a 2010 when I moved out of Minnesota. Sold that before I left, and then bought a 2013 here. I got hit on Highway 10, which totaled the bike, put me in the hospital, broken arm, plate, screws, all the fun things. So the joys of lane splitting in California. And then I ended up buying a 2011 Multistrada. Looks like I just ended up meeting with the potential buyer from it yesterday, and hopefully that'll be sold next week sometime. And then I'll be with my 2013 1199R. Hopefully I can sell that, I think, is basically what I'm gonna do. Worst case is if I have to trade it in when the Street Fighter comes out, that's what I might do, but hopefully I can sell it outright. And then get into, an 899 for the race bike, possibly an R3 to add to that as well. And I'm gonna get the Street Fighter V4, probably the S model when it comes out, to get the Olins, get the nicer wheels, etc. But I'll have to see what the breakdown ends up being. Really excited for that bike. I have had one new bike, which was that Buell, which technically wasn't new. It had about 500 miles on it. It was their demo bike. But yeah, I really want a bike that I can keep for a while. Something that means something that somebody's looking forward to, and a bike that I know I can keep and enjoy for many years. I really think that naked style for what I want to do is perfect. It has the upright bars, what I like about the Multi, but it has the power, it has the, it's more of a sport bike, not a big touring bike, which I just don't use. My wife doesn't really like two-up riding, so we don't do much of that, and my kids being 4 and 5 kind of take up the rest of the time that I had for camping or any long trips, anything that a Multi would provide. So I really think that Street Fighter is going to be perfect for me. Maybe put a set of tank bag on, and then maybe a set of cloth bags on the side or something like that. For anything else, I do carry a decent sized backpack, so shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So hopefully you kind of get an idea of where I'm coming from, what I'm into. By all means, looking for interviews or any other stories. Really want to end up just getting stories from riders, getting out there. There's all kinds of things to do, whether it's adventure, track, dirt, trials, anything. I want to hear your story. That's what Motorider Chronicles is all about. It's chronicling riders' stories, where they came from, where they're going, and anything else that I can help with along the way. Like I said, I'm hopefully to do some reviews. I'll let you know when I'm doing race weekends, kind of keep you updated, see how things are going. Maybe wheel things through tech, so you guys have an idea of how things look and how things go for tech. Once I get my race bike, I'll definitely go over all of that in detail. Let everybody know kind of what I got, what I'm working with, what it takes to race and all that. So hope you guys enjoy the Motorider Chronicles. Let's keep it going. Peace.